So one of the things that really kind of helped me get over the hump was finding a mentor. And the first thing I saw once I started the YouTube channel and the YouTube channel started to see some success was I started getting a lot of emails, and the same recurring thing was happening over and over and over again. People were asking me, "Hey Brian, I love your YouTube channel. Will you be my mentor?" And so it got me to thinking, there's a lot of people who want a mentor, and for me, it was helpful. Now let me make one important point first about getting a mentor or mentorship. When I found my quote unquote mentor, I was not a beginner. Okay, I was doing $3,000 to $4,000 a month, SEO, affiliate marketing. I had gotten into email marketing. I didn't really have a handle on it yet, but I was dabbling. So, I wasn't really a beginner, so to speak, because, when you're just getting started, you don't really need a mentor. You just need to get started. You need to start figuring shit out. But to get over that hump, a mentor was helpful. I won't say it was necessary, but it was helpful. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how I got my mentor and how you can get a mentor as well. Now, my mentor was Multi-Millionaire Alex Becker. He has a YouTube channel. He just crossed 100,000 subscribers. So congratulations to you, Alex. That's a huge milestone. Maybe you'll get your silver play button. That'd be cool. But let me give a little disclaimer first. If you're really used to following my channel and watching my videos, and you're gonna go check out Alex Becker, just make sure you're not at work or the kids aren't around. You're gonna see a few more F-bombs than you're used to on my channel. And if you're seeing this because you follow Alex's channel and you're introduced to mine for the first time, not going to be as many Pikachu costumes or curse words, or I don't really even tell that many jokes. But the point I'm trying to get at is if you want someone successful to be your mentor, there's a certain set of steps that you have to follow. Now, first, let me back up a little bit and tell you how I met Alex Becker. The first time I met him, I had no idea who he was. I was working at a restaurant. I was still working. At that time, I was probably still full-time, but on the verge of going part-time. Because, I have a family, so $4,000 a month is nowhere near enough money to support us all. So I was still working at the restaurant full time, and as a matter of fact, was a really nice restaurant. As a matter of fact, you know what? You want to check this out? Check out this video I took one night. This was like a Tuesday. You got to see this. Check this out. That was the parking lot. So it was pretty nice. The wine list was excellent. If you're not familiar with Texas, the cool thing about working at a restaurant in Texas is Texans love their expensive Cabernet. Doesn't matter if it's the middle of summer. Doesn't matter if they are having fish. Texans love their expensive Cabernet, and I was very grateful for that when I was still working. So thank you very much, Texas. But the first time I ever met Alex Becker, he just walked into the restaurant, just an average guy. The only thing that was a little bit out of place is, he was a little bit younger than most people who came into that restaurant, because once again, it was pretty expensive. It was in the most expensive part of town. And at this, he looked like, I don't know if he was 26 or however old he was. He was just kind of a little bit out of place. I'm not saying that young people don't have money and young people didn't come in there, but it's not the norm. So he came in. I happened to wait on him just out of chance. I didn't really get too involved in his personal life. I wasn't one of those servers who wanted to, get up in your business. I just always wanted to make sure you had a nice dinner. And I think he did. But I started getting this feeling about him. I knew this guy had some money, and I knew it was probably, I don't know, maybe it takes one to know him, but I just knew, I had a feeling he was in internet marketing or whatever. So when he went to pay the meal, I grabbed his credit card, and when I took it over there, I made sure I did a quick Google search on his name, and he doesn't know I did that. But anyways, and I found out who he was, and just after a quick Google, I knew this guy was. I saw the YouTube channel. I knew he did SEO. I knew he was into marketing. So I was like, cool. This is great. So you know what I did? I took his card back. I gave it to him, and I said, "Thank you, Mr. Becker. Have a great evening." And that's it. Because you see, you just can't go up to somebody who has no idea who the heck you are just because you know them and say, "Hey, will you help me out?" That's not the way the world works. You have to give before you can get. So, first piece of advice, if you want a mentor, find out a way to help the mentor out. Okay, see how you can help him out and don't expect anything in return. If you help him out and he doesn't pay attention to you, so what? If he's a millionaire, he's probably got a lot of shit to do. He doesn't have the time to answer your questions. Granted, he might want to. I like to answer a lot of questions. I'll answer questions from time to time. I can't commit to answering everybody's questions. It's impossible. So at that time, I looked a little bit into Alex and checked out his channel and didn't think too much of it, and saw what he did and thought, cool. Maybe I can kind of take that as a little bit of advice, but I just went about my business. Eventually I started to go down to part-time at the restaurant, and then about a month or two later, sure enough, we were looking at the reservation sheets, and there he was. Alex Becker had a reservation, and he had requested me as a server. It was great. He must have had a great time. I was happy to wait on him. He's a nice guy. Tips really well. I don't want to blow up a secret, but if you wait on Alex Becker, you better take care of him because he tips well. But yeah, he came in and said, "Hey, welcome back, Mr. Becker." Gave him a nice dinner. He paid the tab, and you know what I said this time at the end of the meal? You know what I said? I said, "Thanks for coming in, Mr. Becker. Have a great evening." And that's it. Because he was out for dinner. He was with his, whoever he was with. And I didn't want to bother him. I don't know if he was conducting business or if he was just having a relaxing night out. But the point is, I didn't want to, I didn't want to impose myself. His job is not to just cater to me, okay? So I just let it go and figured, okay, cool. I've met this guy. I know this guy. We've met twice. Okay, so he came in a few more times, waited on me. But, enough about the story. What you really want to know is, how did I get multimillionaire Alex Becker to be my mentor? Well, here is the most important point I'm going to make. You ready? This is the secret. I subscribed to his YouTube channel. That's it. That's all I did. Because see, this is not 1993. This is the problem. There's some guy who, in 1993, he found himself a mentor and he became successful. And nowadays, he's really successful. And I don't know who this guy is, but if I find him, I'm going to track him down and I'm going to have a word with him because he's going around on all these podcasts these days. And I don't know who this guy is, but I can just picture him. And he's telling people, hey, if you want a mentor, do what I did. I called this guy every day. I wrote him a letter and finally I just showed up on his doorstep and finally he agreed to be my mentor. He took me under his wing, taught me everything he knows. And that's what I credit to being a millionaire. You know what? You show up on my doorstep. Don't show up on my doorstep. Don't send me an email every day. Don't write me letters. This is not 1993. This is 2017. You want me to be your mentor? I'd be happy to be your mentor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to Alex Becker's YouTube channel. He'll be your mentor. It's as simple as that. You see, you have to provide value in business. Okay? Otherwise, no one's going to give a crap who you are. So we're out here putting all this valuable information up for free. You want to know the basic. When I started, and I'm sure the same thing was true when Alex Becker started as well, it was cutthroat, man. People would go out there and try to rip you off. They would try to take your little naive, thoughts and twist them around. And they'd try to sell you the most expensive crap they could, and it was bullcrap because it was the only thing on the internet. And a lot of people made a lot of money doing this. Well, that's not the way it is anymore. This is not 2012. People are putting valuable information on the internet for free. Okay? That's how you get a mentor. And then just go out and start doing stuff and read between the lines. I saw what Alex was doing. He started in SEO. Then he founded companies. Then he started driving traffic. Then he started email marketing. Then he started, making YouTube videos. And I don't know which order he did that in, but you know what I did? I started in SEO. I started email marketing. I started driving traffic. I started doing YouTube videos. I mean, that's how you find a mentor. Simple as that. And get out there and just get started. Don't worry about asking for stuff. Just take what's out there, use it to your advantage, read between the lines. If you see somebody you trust, subscribe to their YouTube channel. If you really like what's on their YouTube channel, buy their course. Just, this is how you do it. You got to invest in your education. You got to learn. You got to put the effort in. Trust me. I just gave you the secret. Subscribe to the channel. I'll help you out. Cheers.